It's a simple reason why these British university students are taking this flight from London to Bratislava.
We're going because it's cheap.
They say they expect to each spend $180 for the entire 4-day weekend.
We could spend 4 days in Bratislava or one night in England, and it would basically equate to the same amount of money. Essentially, we're saving money by going abroad.
But it's the cheap airline ticket that initially sparked their interest. Tickets on this 2-hour flight cost as little as $72 round trip. Other routes are even less expensive.
Relax, enjoy the rest of the flight. Thank you for choosing Ryanair and hope to see all aboard the scheduled service.
Flights as cheap as bus fares are changing the rhythm of European life.
So a good weekend in Slovakia.
Cheap weekends abroad, known as city breaks, are gaining popularity across the continent. A city break for these university students means a cheaper place to drink.
It was about 50p every drink, pretty much, which is pretty good, considering, you know, in Nottingham you'd pay about £3 or £4 for a glass of wine. We're saving quite a lot of money. It feels good.
Oh man.
And you know the program for today?
No.
So we go shooting first.
Cheap flights brought this British bachelor party to Bratislava. They're heading to the shooting range as part of their stag weekend package, which also includes 1 beer at each stop.
1 beer.
1 beer, yeah.
Is
So
that
first,
legal?
first
Shooting
shoot,
and beer?
then beer. Okay.
It's not just about cheap alcohol. Discount flights are encouraging all types of travel. Growing numbers of Europeans are buying second homes abroad because they can afford to visit them often. Some people are even living in one country and commuting to work in another.
Oh, that's sweet. Have you ever done anything like that before? Or even seen that happen?
No.
Because what was that like?
It's only in TV.
Like the college students, this group was drawn to Slovakia by cheap airline tickets, but also to do things they could not do at home. Handguns are illegal in Britain.
Beer.
In addition to beer drinking, these guys can choose from any number of competitive activities designed for stag weekends.
Yeah, well, he was already dead, so I didn't need to shoot him anymore.
They decided not to drive the Soviet-era tanks or watch the female mud wrestling. After the shooting range, however, they hit the go-kart track with, of course, more drinks. In this case, a bottle of champagne for the fastest driver.
Cheers, well done. Well done, Alan. Well done, Mark. Well done.
Museums are definitely not on their itinerary.
Museums are perhaps something you do with a partner if you're here. Kev, would you like to go to see museums? He wants to know if we're going to see any museums.
No, we don't.
Well, no, we went to one last one, didn't we? The National Museum, Bratislava.
We met outside it to go to the pub.
We went to it.
We didn't go in it.
Edit that. Cut that. Cut that. We went to that museum.
The increasing number of tourists is changing this small city 40 miles east of Vienna. In the past, Bratislava was mostly a day trip destination for neighboring Austrians. Slovakia joined the European Union in 2004, and in the year after, air traffic here soared by more than 70%. This meant a different kind of tourist started to arrive, visitors who stay in hotels and eat at an expanding number of restaurants.
I feel every year that Bratislava is getting more international, more interesting city, and it's really amazing to be here.
Barbara Lisa, who runs Stag Bratislava, the company that organized the British bachelor party, says that more than anything, it's the cheap flights that bring bachelor parties to Slovak bars.
First, when they look for some stag weekend abroad, they look at the flight prices. So if it's affordable or if it's cheap, then they come here. So at the moment, we have here 3 airplane companies, and I think if more companies come here, more people will be here.
The bachelor party is heading out in costume for their final night. The groom, Mark Burridge, who is from Wales, where sheep outnumber people, is forced to carry a sheep. But his costume does not stop with inflatable animals. He is dressed as a woman, with an orange skirt, a nod to EasyJet, the discount airline they took to Bratislava. EasyJet's flight attendants wear a similar orange outfit.
2, 1, go.
A decade ago, Britishmen largely stayed at home for stag parties. Then they began flying to Dublin, one of the first budget destinations.
Look at him go!
But after many Irish bars began restricting the rowdy Englishmen, many parties moved to Amsterdam, Barcelona, or Prague. The current hot destinations are further east: Bratislava, Budapest, and Tallinn, Estonia.
Greasy like no other. You better grease up.
The weekend is over. The party is heading back to England. But it will not be long before they plan their next city break, perhaps this time with their wives or girlfriends.
I want to get married after this.
He needs a bit of stability in his life, not after this.
Some analysts say rising fuel prices could put an end to the cheap flight phenomenon, and rising prices in Slovakia will make it less of a budget destination in the coming years. But for this weekend, it was the perfect place for one man to end his bachelor days.
It was great fun, absolutely. I haven't laughed so much in my life, have I?
We mentioned Rich woke up in a
It was
oh, yeah.
Probably the wrong time to ask me, but I think I had a good time.